Mike Paul's here. Today I want to talk about how I get ready for a fur con, and maybe the way I do it can help you get ready for your fur con. So the first thing I want to first start talking about getting ready for a fur con is money. Money, it's going to pay for everything for your fur con. So you need to know how much your rooms are going to cost, how it's going to cost for travel, food, and having fun. So let's get into this and talk about how I get ready for a fur con with budgets. I need to budget out how much my room costs. Generally, a room for a con can cost from $150 a night to $300. So it's really important to try to book your room as soon as possible because there's going to be the largest variety. English is hard. Oh my God. You're going to have so many choices, guys. Just choose something. You have a lot of choices, and if you're in the section of the budget where you need to have like smaller budget rooms, so you want to try to book sooner so you can get the cheaper rooms. You're also going to need to put this on a credit card or a bank card. So if you do it with a bank card, you need to make sure you have plenty of deposit and enough for the room. So you want to contact the hotel to see how much their deposit is. You also need to make sure you have a credit card or savings for emergencies. You want to make sure you have, just in case if you're driving there, have a flat, you can pay for it and it doesn't come out of your con budget. Or if you end up going to the emergency room, it doesn't come out of your con budget if you go back to the con. Another one you want to think about is food. Obviously, you're not close enough on just a regular refrigerator, so you need to have enough money to go out and have some food in your hotel room. So you want to make sure you have at least $10 per meal if you're going cheap. If you're going to have some nice sit-down meals, you're going to have some $20 in that budget too. I usually have a mixture of cheap and expensive, because sometimes I like to go out on a nicer sit-down casual restaurant versus fast food. And it's kind of nicer just to sit down with a group of friends and, have a casual dinner with them. You're also going to want to make sure you have plenty of snacks, like a couple bags of chips or something to munch on when you're in your hotel room or when you walk around the con, so you're not getting too hungry and you can keep that energy level up while you're having fun. So I also plan a little bit of my budget, a little bit of fun money. You want to make sure you have some money for going out to a movie theater, go-karts, or going to a museum. There's other things that cities can provide that you might be going to you haven't seen before. And fur cons give you a chance to explore other places. So I always keep $100 to go out and have some fun. And sometimes I use that money to also help one of my friends also have fun with me. So I might pay for his movie ticket or the entry to a museum or whatnot. And if I end up not using that whole $100 towards the end of the con, I will go and use it at the dealer's den. If I see something I really want and didn't have enough money in my original budget to pay for it, I'll use that up instead, if I haven't used it already for having fun. So one of the things I think new con goers don't realize is the cost of travel. Travel is really expensive, especially if you're going to a con that isn't nearby you. So you want to make sure you have plenty of money to buy a plane ticket or rent a car to get there. And if you're doing the renting car situation, you need to make sure that you're actually able to rent a car before it's too late. General sense, you need to be 25 or older, and it sucks. And you have to use a credit card most of the time. Sometimes you can use debit cards, but you have the same situation that you have when you're doing a hotel room. They'll take a deposit and the cost of the car. You'll get the deposit back when you return the car. If you're doing plane tickets, You have to calculate the cost of, like, going there, and how much luggage you're going to need. You need to figure out how much luggage you're bringing. If you're bringing a whole fursuit, you're going to probably need to have a check-in bag, a carry-on bag, and a personal bag. And that could add up depending on the airline you're going through. So I always recommend trying to pack at least as much as possible. And if you can avoid it, don't do a check-in bag. If you're going to be driving there, you have to calculate how much gas it's going to take and how much it costs on the journey. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of gas money to do your trip going there and coming back. I think a lot of people overestimate how much it costs to come back sometimes. So you want to make sure you have plenty of money for going there and coming back with gas money. And you want to look up the local gas prices and guess a little higher than normal. If you're using your own vehicle, you want to make sure that you have plenty of money just in case you have flats and such. And that's what that emergency money is for. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of money for that and for gas. So this is kind of my favorite part about getting ready for a con, is gathering all my stuff together and getting it ready to go to the con. So I usually take a bag with me around the con along with my luggage. And once I get into my room, I put my luggage in there, and then I have a bag to carry out. And this is usually the bag I use. And I have all sorts of things in here. Now I empty a little bit out when I get to my hotel room. But I got a water bottle in here. And then I got bug spray for if I'm in an area that has mosquitoes or ticks. This is very important to have. If you're going to a place that doesn't have mosquito or ticks, or it's during the winter time and they're not active, you don't need to worry about bringing this. Okay, and so see, these are some of my toiletries. I have mouthwash, toothpaste, and a toothbrush in this plastic bag here. And I keep things in plastic bags, so when I go into the con, or get into my hotel room, I take the things I don't need to carry in my bag out really quick and set them off to the side. I can't see. So this is sunscreen. I always recommend bring sunscreen. Even if you think you don't need sunscreen, someone around you is going to need sunscreen. And then I do another plastic bag that has all of my, deodorant, body wash, shampoo, lotion, some painkillers. I always carry a flashlight with me just in case. It's been helpful in other cons before. And I always keep a care package to help me or friends out. This has face tissues in it, antacids for heartburn, and lens wipes. I wear glasses, so I need lens wipes a lot. And sometimes, I have friends that have need glasses. So I always carry disposable lens wipes to help clean off glasses. It always helps out people. And then I always keep 2 battery banks, and I keep them charged throughout the day. And then I have enough cables. I usually have the 3 types, Type C, Lightning, and mini USB, or is it micro USB, whatever. And then 2 battery banks. So if I have a friend that has a low phone battery, I can help them charge it up. And then I have 2 of these, so I always have one for myself and one to share. And yeah, that's all that's in my backpack. I also recommend bringing a first aid kit. First aid kits are very important to bring. It always helps out someone that's in need of a first aid kit, and then having one really close by can actually help someone save their life in some case, depending on how complex your first aid kit is. If you don't want to buy a first aid kit, you can always make one yourself with supplies you might have in your bathroom. A standard first aid kit should have some Band-Aids, a disinfectant, and some gauze, and some gloves to have on so you can protect yourself when you're trying to treat someone. Another thing I always bring, because I'm a fursuiter, is I bring I have a Camel Pack, so when I'm suiting, and it gives me water to drink when I am wearing my suit. The water is really important. I also, usually when I have this, I also have a water bottle also on me, and just in case I end up drinking this up, I still have water to drink. Another thing that sounds a little odd when going and getting ready for FurCon, I bring second pairs of shoes because one year we were walking in a field and I stepped in poop. And then I couldn't wear my shoes for like a whole day. So I had to wrap them up in a plastic bag, and then I had to use flip-flops to walk around the whole con. And it was not fun. So bring a second pair of shoes. Make sure they're also comfortable shoes to wear. Make sure the shoes that you're wearing are comfortable and your spares are comfortable. Another thing you want to make sure you have when you're packing your bag is a pair of clean of clothes for each day. Make sure your clothes are clean. If you're wearing dirty clothes, you're going to smell, especially your undergarments, underwear, socks, and bras, you know. Make sure they're all clean and that they're you take them off and then wear a new set the next day. Also, a lot of hotels will have swimsuit, or you should bring a swimsuit because a lot of hotels will have pools, or there might be a nearby water park. So make sure you bring your swimming gear if you wish to do that. You might not know or not think about going and then later want to. So make sure you just bring one just in case. So that's usually all I do to get ready for a FurCon. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to give me any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And I might pause and I get it. Bye!